Welcome to a new week and a Monday edition of AutoWeek TV. I'm Michelle, here to fill your tank with the high-test news of the day. Here's what's going on. BMW has served up a first look at the new M5. It's a concept that's bound for the Shanghai Auto Show in a couple of weeks. For the first time, the M5 gets an engine with forced induction. In this case, a twin-turbo V8 that cranks out 560 horsepower. A dual-clutch transmission completes the powertrain. BMW engineers hint that the new M5 will run from 0 to 60 in less than 4.5 seconds. That puts it on par with the Mercedes E63 AMG. The production M5, which will be virtually unchanged from the concept you see here, will debut at the Frankfurt Motor Show in September and go on sale soon after. You'll find more details on the M5 here at AutoWeek.com. Over the weekend, Kyle Busch made it official. He's hired former Formula One champ Kimi Räikkönen to drive in NASCAR's Camping World Truck Series. Räikkönen's debut is expected at the May 20th truck race in Charlotte, North Carolina. And since we're on the subject of racing, here are the winners from last weekend. That's your spoiler alert, so go get some coffee if you don't want to know. Kevin Harvick won for the second week in a row in NASCAR's Sprint Cup Series. He took the lead with 4 laps left at Martinsville. Also at Martinsville, Johnny Sauter won the Truck Series race on Saturday, bumping past Kyle Busch late in the race. The NHRA drag racers were in Las Vegas. The trophy winners were Robert Hight in Funny Car, Antron Brown in Top Fuel, and Mike Edwards in Pro Stock. Finally for today, the internet says a McLaren engineer crashed an MP4-12C sports car in the Seattle area over the weekend. The driver is okay, the car, less so. We don't crash them, but we recently did get the chance to drive McLaren's new supercar. Here's Natalie with the details.
Hey, I'm AutoWeek Road Test Editor Natalie Neff, and we're here in Portugal getting our first taste of the new McLaren. No, we're not talking Lewis Hamilton's car, but McLaren did use all of its F1 knowledge in developing this, the MP4-12C. Let's take a look. In fact, McLaren's Formula One prowess played a significant role in the 12C's development, from the technology involved in creating its super lightweight carbon fiber tub, to extensive testing using its cutting-edge computer simulator, to tweaking the aerodynamics in McLaren's state-of-the-art wind tunnel. It's all cool stuff to be sure, but it doesn't make for compelling video, does it? What you really want to know is, how does the 12C drive? In a word, fantastically. There's power all over the place. The in-house developed twin-turbo 3.8-liter V8 feeding the wheels with a wide power band, peaking at 592 horsepower at 7,000 revs, but with all 443 pound-feet of torque at your command from 3,000 to 7,000 RPM. The 12C will top out at an electronically limited 205 miles per hour, but long before you reach that top end is where the real fun takes place. It'll reach 60 miles per hour in a blink, 3.2 seconds to be exact, and that's on stock tires. Switching out its Pirelli P0s for super sticky P0 Corsas cuts that time to 3 seconds flat, with the speedo hitting 125 miles per hour in 8.9 seconds. Okay, so the straight line stuff is exhilarating, but the 12C isn't all about outright speed. The 12C instead is a true driver's car with a ride and handling combination to rival the best road cars ever. Over potholes and broken pavement, the 12C disguises its super sports carness better than any car we can remember. The chassis soaks up whatever surface irregularities lie down in its path. It's not a soft ride, but we encountered almost no banging, pounding, or impact harshness on the poorly maintained country roads of southern Portugal. But flogging the car on the FIA-certified track at Portimao and the 12C's trick suspension really shone, the car taking every turn virtually flat, the tires maintaining awesome contact with the tarmac as the suspension variously loaded up at the bottom of hills and got light over many blind crests. But the most thrilling part of driving the 12C is its beautifully neutral demeanor. A perfectly balanced car, the 12C allows you to throw the front end early into corners, feed the power back in progressively, and let the mid-engine car simply rotate the rest of the way through the turn. It's a simply infectious feeling.
Then there are its brakes, all 5 of them, including 4 giant conventional iron discs at the corners and 1 big wing at the back. From 60 miles per hour, the 12C comes to a full stop in under 100 feet. All told, the 12C will run with any sports car on the road today, maybe any ever built. Even so, there's a bit of an antiseptic quality about the car that can't be said of, say, the Ferrari 458 Italia or even a Porsche 911 GT3. It's hard to pinpoint, but the net effect lies somewhere in the combination of its ease of use, dearth of history, and over-reliance on techie advancements over sheer passion. The styling in our eyes is a bit dull too, despite all those vents and ducts and inlets. Big on driving chops, little in the way of pure, unabashed zeal. Still, we'll gladly take the wheel any day. For AutoWeek, I'm Natalie Neff.
Thanks, Natalie. That's a wrap for today. Will the butler do it? Don't forget to root for your favorite dog tonight, Bulldogs or Huskies. We'll see you back here tomorrow.
Thanks for watching today's edition of AutoWeek TV. Be sure to catch all the latest car enthusiast news on AutoWeek.com, in AutoWeek magazine, and in AutoWeek's iPad edition.